Hello. Hello all. Thank you. Thanks a lot for all being here and making us to start this event. And firstly, I would like to call our Amit sir, our agency head, to start with lamping the light. I would like to call Bansali sir, our Mdrt. Bansali sir, please. And Raghavendra sir, please. And Raman sir, Dr. Raman sir. And our respective Chetan sir, please come on to the dais. And I would honorably invite our trainer Sheetal sir onto dais to take this session ahead. Sheetal sir, please welcome.
Unlock your Mdrt global opportunities. With Ageas Federal Life Insurance, imagine achieving your goals and exploring the world with us. As an Mdrt member, you can make it happen. Join us, be an Mdrt member, and experience the beauty of Malta, a top destination for our Mdrt conference. perhaps Sydney, a vibrant city that offers endless opportunities for growth and exploration with Ageas Federal. Maybe Switzerland, a haven of precision and quality, where you can connect with like-minded professionals and grow with Ageas Federal. With Ageas Federal, you can achieve Mdrt membership and unlock global opportunities. Be an Mdrt member with us and explore Malta, Sydney, or Switzerland. Join us for your Mdrt journey. Let's start our journey today.
Check. Could you please connect this laptop? Okay, good morning everyone. So please, first and the foremost, give a round of applause to each and everyone here who aspires to become Mdrt. So it's real pleasure to stand before a room full of ambition, purpose, passion, the qualities which defines each and every Mdrt aspirant. Mdrt is just not a name. It is a symbol of excellence, I must say, right? So it represents the kind of commitment, the passion, the integrity which the professions carry, right? And it's with a lot of pride. I must say that I'm being able to host this or present this Mdrt to all of you, right? So a warm welcome to each and every one of you sitting here, right? So with this, we'll start with, I will be this side so that everyone can see the screen. Okay, so what is Mdrt? Mdrt is the elite club or the highest status what an advisor gets, right? I'm sure you have heard of Oscars. Oscars, right? Oscars is the pinnacle of, it's a dream for any actor in the world cinema, right? You talk about Grammy, it's a dream for all the singing fraternity, right? The same way, Mdrt is the pinnacle of every financial advisor in the insurance industry, right? And it gives a global recognition to each and every individual who's aspiring and qualifies to become an Mdrt, right? Okay, so let's talk about who is a professional, right? We talk about a lot of professions like doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, correct? These are the people who kind of take a kind of profession and they live with the profession, right? And they become excellent in whatever they do in their day-to-day life, correct? Now, if I have to ask you, can anyone give me an answer to this? If imagine you are having a major health issue. Whom would you consult? I need somebody to answer. Whom will you consult? Will you consult an MBBS doctor or an MD? MD? Sure? Lock kar do? Okay, so we look forward for going and taking advice from somebody who is highly qualified, right? Likewise, whom would you prefer here? If you have to consult, so as an advisor, who are we? We are like the MBBS in the doctor's profession, right? which is the base, which is the foundation. And we move on to becoming a club qualifier in our profession. Correct? We are also a profession. We are also, as a financial advisor, we have taken up a profession, and then we qualify to the next level, which is the club qualifier, which is called as the MBBS specialist in the doctor's language. However, MDRT advisors are like the MDs in the medical industry. Okay? They are the ones who reach there. So obviously, the way you were looking forward to consulting an MD in case you are not well, or you need some, what do I say? You want to take a treatment from the doctor. Likewise, people would want to get advice from the specialist in the financial industry. And MDRT is one status which will enable each and every aspirant sitting here to be like the MDs in the medical field. Right? That's the value this MDRT carries. Right? So, what does MDRT demonstrate? Obviously, when we spoke about the profession, it gives you exceptional professional knowledge, highly knowledgeable, highly skillful, okay, highly ethical, high standards of client services, right? All these are the ones which talks about the MDRT. So what is MDRT? Let's understand or know a little more about what is MDRT. So MDRT is, this is an association which was founded in 1927. So it's not old, globally known, okay, association, right, for the financial professionals. 70,000 members across 76 nations are a part of it, and 500 companies represent to this association. MDRTs from all over the world are recognized, right? So what's in it for you? What is that you are going to get if you qualify as an MDRT, right? So first and the foremost, if somebody gives you a visiting card, what is that you see? For example, let's take a doctor. You visit a doctor and doctor is giving a visiting card to you. What is the first thing you will see? Sorry? Exactly. First is the name. Obviously, a doctor, you know the name, and then you go specifically to the doctor to consult the doctor. But what is the next thing you look forward for? What is he specialized in? How better or how good or how great the doctor is? Do we check that? When we talk about any other profession, like you go to a lawyer. Now, you will not go to any lawyer who's sitting outside the court. You would want to reach out to a particular lawyer who can actually solve my problem. Yes? Likewise, MDRT will be a tag which you will be carrying, right? Which represents that, yes, he is a profession, knowledgeable, skillful, ethical, and he is the person whom I have to take advice from, right? And that's the power which gives, and that will be there in your visiting card. So the moment you give your visiting card, right, the first thing the customer would want to see or a client want to see is he's an MDRT qualifier, right? The first thing is that. The next is, obviously, you'll discover new ideas and innovations, right? So becoming an MDRT is very prestigious, so you will be in the elite class of advisors, so you will have a lot of self-esteem when you are in front of the clients, right? Carry a lot of confidence. Obviously, as a doctor, if I have to ask you, there are two doctors. One has completed his MD 30 years ago, and there is one more doctor who has completed MD probably 3-4 years ago. Again, a question to you. Whom would you prefer? 30 years, right? But he has completed his MD 30 years ago. You should go first, fresh in the market. Doctor, 3 years ago, he's become a doctor. So he's very fresh. He would have been he would have learned much more things, right? No? You all agree? That's exactly what happens. Why do we people go there? Because of somebody said experience. Why is this experience? It's just not the experience, but the knowledge they get, or knowledge they upgrade themselves. They have passed 30 years ago. But are they still of the same thought process or knowledge? No. They have upgraded their knowledge. So the beauty is the knowledge and experience will complement each other. Right? So obviously you all are, become MDRTs, and obviously you will over a period of time upgrade your knowledge as well. Right? That's exactly what we talk about. So professional development is something which is very important, and that will happen here. Networking, you will have a broad array of networking people, right? Talking to different people, right? And then getting more out of them, right? And then, you will also get an opportunity to be mentoring. You will be a part of MDRT Learning Club, wherein you will also get an opportunity to mentor other financial advisors who are aspiring to become MDRT. Now look at that position. Somebody is looking forward to you. They are looking at you as a mentor. And it's not just restricting to our area or our country. It is global recognition, right? So you may mentor, tomorrow you may mentor a person who is there in other countries. Look at the value you are creating for yourself as a professional, as an MDRT professional, right? So what it needs to become an MDRT, right? There's one which is through a commission. So MDRT is from 1st of January to 31st of December, right? And then through commission route, you'll have to do 11,32,600. So if you have earned a commission of 11,32,600, you qualify to become an MDRT advisor. Through premium, if you talk about, you need to do 45,30,400 through the premium route. Some people take the premium route, and some people take the income route. However, there are two opportunities. These are the two ways you will be able to qualify, right? And this is the right time. We need to look at it. You all as an aspirant, we are closer to 31st of December. The time starts now, right? So let's have a look at a video, and then we'll continue. You can switch on the lights. So this is the venue where the MDRT meet would happen, right? It is Anaheim. It's in USA, right? So you will go there. You will represent our country. You will represent our organization, Ageas Federal Life Insurance, proudly, right? You represent our country, get recognized globally, right? So these are the, few habits professionals cultivate, and they live up to this every day, right? One, professionals, as a professional, they are always proactive, right? They don't wait for people to come and tell them. They seek opportunities, they are proactive, they go all over, they start meeting people, they talk about it day in and day out. Right? They always have the end in mind. What do they want to do? What do they want to, what they need is what they always keep thinking. They plan well, they have the end in mind, right? They'll put first things first. So they give priority to certain things, manage time well, right? They are always positive-minded people. They always want to win. They don't want to, once an MDRT, always an MDRT. It is said that once an MDRT, always an MDRT. So you don't want to leave that stature of being an MDRT. Anybody wants to leave the stature once you become MDRT? Anyone here? Okay, yaar, I mean, last year I became MDRT. This year, chodo. I have done once in my life. Anyone? No, right? No? Right? So you have built that stature and you would want to continue, right? So you will every time, every year you aspire to become MDRT and you qualify for MDRT, right? So you understand, professionals understand and then get understood. There are a lot of synergy. Now imagine the kind of clientele base they will have. How would they manage, right? How would they manage their day, time, right? They carry a lot of synergy in themselves. And most importantly, like I was talking about the doctor who passed out 30 years ago, right? We still go back to the same doctor because the doctor is sharpening his saw, which means he keeps upgrading himself, upgrades his knowledge, upgrades his skills, right? And that's where the value is built. Right, so how would it help you? Okay, so MDRT is, as I told you, it's a collective knowledge base. So I told about MDRT learning, right? Where you can be a part or you will be a part of it. Few things you will learn from the MDRT club, few things you will probably coach the others from the MDRT club, right? This is the forum where the best practices are shared across the world. The top elite advisors across the world becomes a part of this learning forum, sharing the best ideas, what they have worked for them, how they have been successful. You know, even a small thing like the lead generation, how can I get some prospects from in and around? I have done everything now, what is left over? You will get few more ideas to have, get new set of customers. So that's the power this MDRT learning has, right? Complementing to that, first in the industry, we have introduced something called as digital coach. We all in the era of digital, right? Technology. So who will be there now? I want something, I want a sales script, or I want a sales concept. I'm going to meet a person who is a businessman basically. However, his hobby is trekking. I'm just giving an example. Hobby is trekking. Now, how will I talk to him? Now, whom will I go and ask that, okay, I have a customer like this, how will I talk to him? So, immediately, at a click of a button, this digital coach will help you. Just give the profiler and it will give you fantastic sales concepts. I'm just giving you only the 5% of the benefit what it does. It is a miracle. Right? It is the coach for you in your pocket every time. First in the market. Okay? This will complement you. So for the next 90 days, we need to track, right, what we have to do till the 31st. Okay? So as I told you, this is exactly what is to be done. We need to look at if you're aspiring to qualify through commission way, then you need 11 lakhs, 32,600, or through premium route, you have to do 45 lakhs, 30,400. Now you might see there are two more things there. We have people going beyond MDRT as well. The next level after MDRT is called COT. Okay, court of table. If anyone aspires to do more, I want to be more than MDRT, then you do 3 times of MDRT and then you qualify as court of table. And there are people qualifying to the TOT, which means top of the table, right? And for that, you do 3 times more of the COT and you qualify to become TOT. But our entry is to become MDRT and then move on to become COT and TOT. So again, while you do qualify for MDRT, now it doesn't stop at MDRT. You qualify for MDRT. We also have a forum called as Apex by Ageas, right? What is Ageas? Apex? It is Ageas Partners Education Experience. This is again an event. By qualifying for this, you will again be recognized in an international forum. So what is the baseline for this? If you do 50 lakhs of business. So for MDRT, any which ways, you are touching almost 42, 43 lakh rupees. Another 7 lakh rupees added to it. You also qualify for Apex convention, which is going to happen in Malta in 2026. Right? So through MDRT, you also qualify for Apex. So you go to US, you go to Malta, you get rewarded there. So let's see how Malta looks. Like the location? Yes? No? Yeah? How many of you want to be there? Fantastic. Lovely. I can see. Please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, whatever. Lights on, please. Lights on, please. Now everyone put on. Lights on, please. Yeah. Thank you. Fantastic. Many hands going up. So I can see close to about 10, 15 people raising their hand. Right? So great, wonderful. Congratulations that you have started thinking to qualify. Right? You're almost there. Right? So what do you lose if you don't become MDRT? Obviously, as I told, it's a global platform. So you may lose an opportunity to get recognized globally. Right? When you go to other countries, I'm sure everyone would want to hold our national flag high up in the air. So you will be representing our country, right? In the market, as I told you, MDRT as a tag in your visiting card or a printed MDRT visiting card carries a lot of value in the market, in the financial industry, in the insurance industry. So you may miss that opportunity, right? And very importantly, along with the status of MDRT also comes the income part, and you may lose that opportunity of earning income as well. Right? So let's see. Some people aspire, some people write their goals, but somewhere in between they don't action it. So let's look at this.
Most people don't consider the cost of not pursuing their goal, the cost of not giving their best. We think about the gain. What's the gain if I go to the gym every day? What's the gain if I eat well? We can picture that. What's the gain if I save money, if I budget? What's the gain if I start to communicate better? We can see all that. It can sound good, but to really count the cost of not doing that. What happens if I don't eat well? What happens if I don't go to the gym? What happens if I don't learn how to communicate well? What happens if I don't become the leader that my team actually needs me to be? That's going to have some pretty drastic consequences for most people. So to paint the picture, say, I don't want those consequences. I don't want that life. I don't want that reality. I don't want that experience. So I'm going to do everything I can to run away from that and run to this other thing. For most people, we have to count the cost of not doing this thing in order to get us to actually do it.
Right? So we start but somewhere we stop saying, what if I'm not able to? What if I'm not able to do this, do that? Right? So that should not be there. Once we start, have the end in mind. Professionals normally start with the end in mind. Okay? They always want to win.
Most
So this doesn't end here. So we spoke about MDRT, and then we spoke about Apex qualification, MDRT happening in Anaheim, and then Apex happening at Malta. Complementing to that, we have special rewards for our top advisors as well. Now let's look at it. Here comes Sydney, Australia, for you, right? So we have CDO Club, wherein you qualify for the CDO Club, you will be recognized in Sydney. And what is that you have to do? You'll have to do 75 lakhs of rupees. And the good news is, for this, you have time till 31st of March of 2026. Correct? So by December, you qualify MDRT, you continue to do the great job what you're doing. By 31st of March, you do 75 lakhs. So you go to US, come back, then you go to Malta, come back, then you go to Sydney, come back. Look at the opportunities. Your passport is going to be filled. Yeah? So does this end here? No, we would want to give more. And what is that more? Again, go to Switzerland. Right? As you keep moving ahead in your business, do 1.25 crore, you go to Switzerland. Wow. How many of you aspire, how many of you want to own a Audi? I would want to. Yeah. Only 2 people want to own Audi. So we give an opportunity. You do 5 crore rupees by 31st of March. You will have a Audi which you can drive, or you can hire a chauffeur. You can have the Audi leased for a year. So you can, being an MDRT, imagine going in an Audi, getting down in the client's place, and then talking to them about the business. Now look at the stature. So the moment they look at you, you getting down from the Audi, going and talking to them, say, I am an MDRT advisor, servicing close to about 300, 400 clients. He sold already. Correct? Is this enough? No. Very good. I like that. Right? I like that. Wow. You do 10 crore by 31st of March. You have Mercedes-Benz standing in front of your house. Liking it? Yeah? So you go step by step. MDRT, Apex, then you go to CDO Club, then CEO Club, and then you own an Audi or you own a Benz. Look at the opportunity you have. And where does it start? It starts from qualifying what? Loudly. I can't hear. All together. Yes, MDRT. Right, so this is the opportunity you have in front of you. I would wish you all the best. And I would want to see each and every one of you who are aspiring to become an MDRT, to qualify and become an MDRT, and together represent Ageas Federal Life Insurance at an international forum holding Indian flag high. Thank you so very much. I would want to hand over to Vinod.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks a lot, Caesar sir. Before I invite our Amit sir, we will go ahead with one small video.
At Ageas Federal Life Insurance, The heart of our growth story is you, our agency channel. Each policy, each client, each dream fulfilled has been powered by your dedication and resilience. Over the years, our agency channel has consistently proven its strength. Together, we've built trust with millions of customers, expanded our presence across India, and delivered growth that has placed Ageas Federal among the fastest rising players in the industry. The last financial year saw remarkable achievements. Our advisors and leaders stood tall, delivering performance despite challenges, showcasing the true spirit of Ageas Federal. With change comes new energy, new vision, and new opportunities. Today, we are proud to be guided by leaders who bring global expertise and a strong focus on growth. Introducing our CEO, Mr. Jude Gomes. And our Chief Distribution Officer, Mr. Atul Srivastava. Together, they are shaping a bold future for Ageas Federal Life Insurance, a future where our agency channel will be the engine of growth. This year, we are witnessing a transformation. The numbers are moving upwards, our agency channel is gaining momentum, and our focus is sharper than ever before. Compared to FY 2025, our agency business has grown significantly, reinforcing its place as a cornerstone of our success. Our biggest strength is our people, the success advisors who go the extra mile for their clients, the agency leaders who build high-performing teams, and the unwavering support of our branch heads, regional heads, and zonal heads. Together, you form the pillars of our success. Every milestone we celebrate is a reflection of your determination, teamwork, and belief in the mission of Ageas Federal Life Insurance. As we look ahead, our mission is clear. By FY 2026, we are determined to achieve 500 MDRTs, 15,000 advisors, 200 crores of APE, annual premium equivalent. This is more than a goal. It is a movement to transform the future of our agency channel and set new benchmarks for success. And beyond 2026, we dream big. Together, we will achieve our mission 3 in 3, tripling our business in the next 3 years and taking our agency channel to a landmark 1,000 crores. The journey has just begun, and the future belongs to us. One team, one goal, one vision. It's time to believe in yourself. Achieve the 1,000 crores milestone. United, we achieve. Together, we succeed. Ageas Federal Life Insurance.
Now, I would like to welcome our Amit sir with a warm, a person who has created hundreds and hundreds of MDRTs in his career. Now,
Thank you so much. Hi, good morning everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm Amit Sharma. I look after the agency channel all across the India. So, what language? English, Hindi, or I don't know Kannada. I'm so sorry. I'll learn in some time. But any language preference? और मैं ज़्यादा time नहीं लूँगा. I will not take a lot of time. I'm from Bombay, so I know a little bit of Marathi, but it is more of Hindi, English. So English is fine or Hindi is fine? English is fine, but I know Hindi better. A mix, huh? English. So let me just tell you about what is Ageas Federal. We have spoken MDRTs, we have spoken Switzerland, we have spoken what all is in it for me, but why Ageas Federal? How Ageas Federal is changing? I meet a lot of people say, sir, advertising come hai, we don't advertise that much. We are a small company, we will grow, we are growing. But let me give you some facts. All of us sitting here are part of the fastest growing agency channel in the country amongst all the insurance companies. We are the fastest. We have doubled our business what we did last year till now. Entire business what we did last year, we have done till now. So that is the speed we are growing because of you all sitting in the room. आप लोग हैं, so this is what we have done. Now how is it possible that once we go out in the market, we do better than any other insurance company? There are some facts you need to know. Like we say, every insurance company is selling policies. We are saying we are selling trust. Everybody says that, we believe it, because we have a claim ratio of 99.7%. Highest amongst any insurance company. We are the number one on claim ratio. We say, people sell policies, we say long-term protection. जब भी आप अपने customers के पास जाते हैं, you have to be very sure the product what you are selling will be backed by the company. Now how do we say we sell a long-term trust with any customer? Because we have the highest solvency ratio in the country. Solvency ratio is, अगर मैं कोई policy बेचता हूँ, does the company have money to back it? Suppose lot of claims come. So our solvency ratio is at 15 times the premium we collect. Highest solvency ratio in the country amongst any player, any private insurance company from number one SBI Life to anyone else. That is the trust, or that is the confidence you should have once you go and represent your company, which is Ageas Federal. Two things. Solvency ratio, जिसके ऊपर any insurance company is based on. The claim ratio, कि अगर if something happens to the person I have sold insurance policy, will the company do lot of investigation, take lot of time and then give a claim? So we are at 99.7%, 0.3% claims have been rejected because of giving wrong information about the clients. One thing that shows is we do the maximum claim settlement, but the best thing is all our agency team are selling the right way. We are selling to the right client, disclosing everything which the customer has. If he is not well, if he has any disease, if he is having any problems, we disclose in the application form. That is the ethical way of doing business. यही एक insurance company की पहचान होती है, and that is what takes us forward, and that's why we are the fastest growing. We might not be the largest currently. अभी हम सबसे बड़े नहीं होंगे, but we are going in that direction with these only two things जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. There are many other. But any customer you meet, you can proudly say, or anybody says कि why you, we say, sir, we settle the maximum claims, we have the highest solvency ratio amongst any other company, anybody else, which gives you a confidence that whenever I've sold a policy, even if I'm not there, but the customer needs that money back, or उसको जब पैसा मिल रहा है, we will always be the first one to do it. That is the strength of the brand. You are part of it. When we talk about Ageas, it is the number one player in Europe. It works in only two continents, which is Europe and Asia. So, and in Europe, the number one insurance company is Ageas, which holds 70% of the stake. Then we have Federal Bank, which is one of the best banks in the country. Of course, with most You can say, and it is South dominated, but it is spreading its wing all across. So we need to know why Ageas Federal. That is one of the things. So I gave you a few points कि जिसके साथ आप अपने confidence से जा सकते हैं if you are associated with us and you are giving an advice. Right? We don't sell policies, we sell a solution. That whatever a customer needs, do we have the products? Are the returns जो मैं customers को बोल रहा हूँ, any returns which I am committing to the customers is going to get fulfilled. So the third thing I can tell you, in most of our ULIP plans, in most of our non-par products, we have given the returns which is comparable to the top 3 return given by any insurance company. Our returns, we might have an AUM of now, we have now a 10,000 crore AUM with us. So the returns which we have given, the returns we have promised, is among the best top 3 in the country. So that's the confidence we need to carry with us. That we are not a small organization, because premium you can get anytime, sir and ma'am. Premium kabhi bhi aa jata hai. Right? Premium you can take anytime, you can take it forward, but the basics of what you have sold, we are into an insurance business. We insure lives. We insure trust. We give them safety to people, that once you have bought an insurance policy, everything what you have planned for will happen even if you're not there. Any plans what you have made for your future when it comes to investment will be done with, if you are there, great. And unfortunately, if something happens to us, still those plans are made, because the insurance company, trustworthy insurance company is there, who is there to sell policies only to change lives and to secure lives. That is the basic of Ageas Federal. That is why we are into this business. So one is about the company. Now I'll come to why did we choose insurance as a profession? All of us, हमने एक profession choose किया in life insurance, to be an insurance consultant. Across the world, after being a doctor, the most respected profession in the world is life insurance. It's a life insurance policy sales. Because nobody comes to a life insurance company to buy an insurance policy. We always have to go and sell. Nobody, and anybody who needs the insurance policy cannot buy. हम तब insurance policy नहीं बेच सकते when a person needs it. For example, I'll give you an example. Suppose I'm detected with, I'm Amit, I'm detected with cancer, and I come to you and say, I have cancer, can you give me insurance policy because I have 5 years to live? I can't give you. The only product, and the only product in the world which you never want to use. आपने खरीद लिया है, but you actually don't want to use it, is life insurance. So selling life insurance is tough. But because all of you are here, we are here, we make sure we give a person a product and makes his life, his dreams, his life of his family as secured as possible. So I salute you. I always go to, whenever I meet my financial advisor, I say, the profession you have chosen is the most noble profession. It is tough. आप जाते होंगे, people don't accept it. We meet 10 people, one person agrees, but that one person actually you have changed their life and you have secured the person. आपको अभी नहीं लग रहा होगा. Lot of people who have just joined insurance, but the people who have been in insurance business like me for 25 years, I have settled claims. I have been with people who just came into this business and said, like we were talking about Mdrt and why we are here, and I used to tell them, why don't you become an Mdrt? So, like, आप में से भी अभी there'll be around 40% people who will be thinking, why Mdrt? Mdrt, once you go to a person and you say, I have been an Mdrt, you can say, an Mdrt qualifier, I have cleared Mdrt. One thing a person believes, he might not know what Mdrt is. Customer को क्या पता what is Mdrt, but once you say Mdrt, you have that confidence that you have sold to these many people and you have changed lives for these many people. last year once you became an MDRT. It is a confidence in yourself. Insurance is all about, I want to do it and having confidence, like our training sir said. It is about having a confidence because everybody needs insurance. ये तो हम सब जानते हैं. Government ने car insurance mandate किया है, चालान कट जाता है, इसलिए if you buy a car insurance, but everybody needs insurance, and according to me, anybody who cares about his family, who loves his family, will always buy insurance, will always buy life insurance. There is no one who stands up and say, agar aap kisi ke paas call pe ja rahe ho, you are meeting someone, and he does not care about his family, he does not care about what happens if I'm not there, he will not buy. I agree. Which is 2% or 3% of the people, but I'm not even saying 2%, but rest everybody who cares about his family is working for it. Married or unmarried doesn't matter. It could be for the parents, family includes everyone. So once you go and explain a product to a person, it's not a product. Once you give a solution to a person, and the person, anybody who likes it, cares about his family, always buys. So that is the essence of being in this business. That is why we are here. Now, why MDRT? Like I was saying, it is something which gives you confidence. Ki haan, I have achieved something. Yes, I have achieved something. Whatever I have advised people listen to me. We always, as a professional, we grow as a professional. Like sir was saying, today once we go on call, we meet 10 people, people don't understand because we are pushing product. I have a product, please buy. I need to know what his needs are, which is called need analysis. As soon as any MDRT does not become with luck. No MDRT in the world becomes with luck. It becomes with day to day, every day we get up and meet these two customers and then understand their needs and come back again and give them a solution. We have people who have become MDRTs. I can promise you, in 25 years of my working, I have never met anyone who became by luck. It is every day working, perseverance, going with the mindset that I want to change life of 30, 40 people who have not bought insurance, but I know they will need insurance. Once that thought comes to us, ji hum soch lete hain that this is what I need to do, you then start liking this insurance as a profession. If it is only about money, there are many other professions. But this profession, yes, gives you money without investment, but this gives you a satisfaction once a person gets his maturity amount, jiske liye usne plan kiya hoga, might be for their daughter's marriage, their son's education, son's marriage, whatever they would have planned for 10, 20 years, aur unhone paise invest kiye, right? Or unfortunately something happens to someone, and once you give that check to the family, we are the only one standing with the person to fulfill that lady's or that husband's needs, which when we come to financial requirement after the person is not there. We are the only one. I know there are families and everybody is there to support, but the financial support that time gives a lot of confidence to the family that the person who is not more with us actually cared for me. It is not about money. It is about that when the person left and the family gets that money, the family remembers that he or she actually was caring for me, that he bought a insurance policy, and we know. We are the one who went to him, pushed him. Sir, please buy it, your family needs it. After 2 or 3 of your meetings, only he or she bought an insurance policy. Everybody knows that, right? But finally the person bought because you made him convinced that his family needs it. Whatever returns you can show, sir, whatever returns you can show, it will be less than a mutual fund, of course, because that is a pure investment product. Since we give insurance, we will deduct mortality charges. There will be admin charges because there are so many people taking care of this policy for next 15 years or 20 years, jitna time ke liye policy bechi gayi thi. It will never be as good as an investment plan. But a person buys because he likes his family and he wants to take care of them when he's not there. But even if he's there, then the maturity amount he wants to use it for a need or for a planning which we were done in his mind. So that is about being in insurance as a profession. So I thank you all that you chose insurance as a profession, very important, and then you chose Ageas Federal as the company to work with. And I can promise you, any plans you had, any plans, I'm sure a lot of people joined because our growth manager went to you or aapko bola gaya ki please come and be with me, let's do insurance as a business, and then you start liking it. It actually grows on you because it's a tough sell. First sell, it does not happen. Second sell, people say, "Kyun join kar liya? Why have you joined insurance as a profession?" But slowly and steadily, once you feel being proud of this business, and nobody feels more proud than an MDRT person, than a person who has qualified MDRT. Because that is where you say, I have actually achieved why I joined insurance company. Insurance as a profession. Like we said, profession, it is the profession to be part of. It is the profession, like we say in insurance companies don't do business in boardrooms. We have a beautiful head office, but everybody in head office is on the ground because insurance is sold when we all meet together and understand each other. You need to understand the insurance company, why and what we have, because you know what the clients you are selling to will come back to you only for questions, with questions. And we want to be with you because we want to understand, because market is changing. आज से 10 साल पहले जो requirement थी, so I was sitting with few people and they said, what things were there 10 years earlier, things have changed. The one thing has not changed. People want security. People want safety. That will never change, sir. And the best company which has the power to deliver it in 10, 15 years, because it is not a 1-year bond, it is not a 2-year bond, it is a lifelong, you can say, association you have with your customer. And any person who buys an insurance policy from you will buy 3 or 4 because his life needs change. His financial needs change in a particular life cycle. But that's a different story. So as I have been told, and you have been told by everyone, why MDRT? I would say MDRT gives us confidence. MDRT tells us that what I have been doing to achieve in a particular career, I am on the right path. Then comes COT, then comes TOT. That is even a bigger, you can say, a motivation that takes you. That means I have started taking references from my clients. जब मुझे customer reference देना शुरू होते हैं, I become COT because I have given them the right advice. And then if I get more references, I start become TOT. Then comes the R&R. Why Malta? Apex. Why Switzerland? Why all of us can go? All of us can go to a Malta, a Switzerland, or Sydney. All our MDRTs this year will be going. I think Sir missed it. We will be going to Vietnam after 31st December. Anybody who qualifies, we will be going to Vietnam. We can go to any place, right? Because that is the time we learn from each other. Everybody would have done a different struggle to achieve a particular number. If it is 75 crores, 1.25 crores, doesn't matter. But there is a struggle or there's a hustle. Hustle is the right way, wherein we get up every day, we go to a client, we go to a customer with almost 50 or 60% assurance that the person will not buy. हम जब भी जाते हैं, I am 60% sure as a salesperson that he might say no, but still I go to that person. Then I go to the next person, again with the 60% assurance he will not buy, because this is life insurance. But I go to him for the second time, now with the 60% assurance, if he wants to meet me or he or she wants to meet me, then now I am 60% confident that he is going to buy. I go to him to meet the second time. Then I go and meet him the third time. That time I am 90% sure that he is going to buy insurance for himself, for his security and for his needs. So all these trips and all this recognition in which we all get together, we learn from each other. Yes, we spend some time after the great hard work for a year, for 3 months or 6 months. There's a time wherein we as Ageas Federal family come together, have some good time, learn from each other, and then go to our next destination. Destination could be a COT, could be what next I'm doing, how many lives I'm going to secure. That is the aim. All of you can go to Vietnam. All of you can go to Switzerland, you buy a ticket and anybody can go. But once you go as a family, the entire experience is very different. We learn from people who would tell you, I met 50 clients, none of them bought insurance. Then I said, mera ek code tha, I took an agency code, I was about to give up, told my growth manager, nahi, I don't want to do it. But then I got a call from the first person I met. He said, come, I want to buy now. And I started doing business. Lot of experiences aapko milenge. There are people who said, I had nothing to do. I said, let me start doing something because I like the office culture. I started coming and then I started earning money. Then the first claim I gave after 5 years or 6 years of being in insurance, that changed my life. I have met people who said, sir, I'm an insurance company, because once I had given 2-3 claims, thank God, people I have insured are still there. They will get their maturity amount, not the claim amount. But the first claim, unfortunately, I had to give, it changed my life. When I went to that family house with that check of whatever the premium, it changed the person's life. Then I knew what insurance is. जब आप पहला उसमें जाते हैं, ना हो, but unfortunately हम लोग insurance business में हैं. We will have people not being with us, जिनका हमने life insurance बेचा होगा. But the first check the person gave, he never left insurance. Not because it happened and he had to give the check, but the way he was greeted, he or she was greeted, the way there was a satisfaction in that lady's eyes who got it after, of course, 10-15 days or even a month. But the satisfaction, or you can say a confidence or thankfulness the person showed to that insurance professional changes life, sir. That changes life, and that is where an Mdrt agent, like sir said, once Mdrt is always a Mdrt, because he or she knows what rejections will come. He or she knows that I'll meet 40 people, 4 will buy. I know it. But I know the people who are rejecting will come back to me because they are doing wrong to themselves. They are not doing anything wrong to me. They are only delaying something which they will definitely buy aaj nahi to kal. I have been with insurance people who used to go and say, sir, I have become a great guy because one, I now believe in myself that what I am selling is right. I don't need to believe in anybody else. I believe in myself. So the day as an insurance consultant, agent, whatever our name is, right? Or we think us, the day we believe that what we are doing is for the betterment of samne wala jisko main bechne gaya hu, or the client I'm going to offer advice to, the day insurance profession becomes very easy and very nice. Because if the person says no, I say, sir, what you're doing is wrong. But anyways, I'll come back to you later. And people who said, I believe, and every day I do the same thing. Every day I get up and do the same thing. I know what I'm doing it is betterment for the person in front. I might sell a TV, a fridge, an Apple phone. Yes, people need it, people come to buy it, a new phone is launched, there's a huge line. But anybody selling that phone, he knows it is a phone which talks. Right? Any phone can do it. But it's not like with a life insurance professional. जब भी आप एक insurance policy login करते हैं, एक check लेते हैं, you should feel very good for the person and says, thank you sir, you did really good for yourself. I've seen people doing it. बहुत लोग मुझे मिले जो कहते हैं सर जब मैं उसे कोई check देता है, insurance plan लेता है, I tell him, great sir, you've done a great job. And the person is stunned. बोला sir, you will realize it. So this is the difference between our company. This is the ideology we work on. We don't sell policies. We sell trust. And on the back end, we are working on it for last 14, 15 years. That, like for example, when Ageas Federal came in, the first company said, we are going to buy an office and be here. We are the first insurance company who has his own head office bought, not rented. That's a long-term commitment to the country. Now a lot of people have bought it, But none of, I worked for 5, 6 insurance company, everybody were in a rented office, huge rented offices, but most of them were in rented office or they were in their principal office. Like for example, a Bajaj was in a Bajaj campus and working there. And even in ICICI was in ICICI Bank's office. But Ageas Federal bought its own building and said, we are here for life, not rented. Now, this shows a long-term commitment towards the business. Now, MDRT, I would request that yes, it changes lives. It changes life for yourself because you start believing in yourself. But MDRT does not happen by luck. We will go to Malta, and everybody in Malta will be so happy because none of them would have done it because of luck. Only profession doesn't happen. That my client से मिला उसने मुझे 50 lakhs दे दिया, 20 lakhs दे दिया. But to get that 50 lakhs, you would have met people like 50 or 100 who had the capacity to give you 50 lakhs. One check. It happens. But that person did not meet one person. He would have met 100 people who had a capacity and who promised him, sir, kal aana, kal I'll definitely give you the check. But out of that 100 people, only one did it. That is the difference. So not taking it very serious, not taking it anything away from the business. We are into a serious business, but we are in a business of confidence. Person buy insurance from a person who is confident about himself, and most important, वही अपने आप में confidence रखता है, who is confident about the company he is representing. So taking the company, so we have our team here. So this is about MDRT. That's why we thought we'll meet, understand each other, and please understand, these 90 days are big enough. We meet 2 people every day, we will become MDRT. I can promise you. Just 2 people, you call up and tell about insurance. Okay, sir, I have joined Ageas Federal as I am working with Ageas Federal as a life insurance consultant, as a life insurance advisor. This is what are your needs are, what do you do? आपके friends भी हों, अगर आप उनको 2 लोगों को सिर्फ phone कर लें, मिल लो तो आप COT बन जाओगे. If you meet 2 people and just tell them about insurance, you will become a COT. But even if you call on the phone, MDRT is not going anywhere. It is not that tough. Because starting May, provided you have the confidence of yourself, confidence that we are selling the right product to the person, confident that we are selling an organization who will be with you throughout. Whatever happens to the person you have sold an insurance plan to. That is the most important part, and that's why we all are here. Why MDRT? It is, yes, the Oscars, it is the Grammys, but it is you become the Oscar and the Grammy. You don't need anybody to give you a certificate once you become an MDRT. You know yourself that I have arrived. I know what this business is, and I am changing lives. I am securing lives. That is the biggest thing. I need to have confidence in myself to do whatever I want to do. We might be the 15th ranked insurance company, but we have a confidence that in next 3 years, we will be in top 10, and in next 5 years, we'll in top 5. That is the way, because we know that we have the team who is sitting in the room, and in 70 places, we have a team like this sitting in room who know it is the right organization, and we are on a right path, because we just change lives of 2 people or make people understand insurance, 2 people in a day. Nothing else is required, sir. Nothing else is required in this business, because everybody wants security. I'm saying for the 10th time that everybody needs security. That's why they build a house. उसमें guards कितने हैं, उसमें आसपास locality कैसी. Everybody wants to live in a house which is secure. Nobody wants to live on the border where every time there's a clash. Why do they take a house which has everybody की कितना solid है, घर लिया ऐसा है, society है, और अपना individual घर है, तो उसमें what is the locality? Everybody wants to shift to a place which is more secure. So security as a need will never change. It could be a financial security, it could be a living security, it could be I want to get married, so how is my partner, whether secure enough to be with a person, I'm going out with someone, whether the person is secure, whether the person is right, I go and eat a food, whether this food is hygienic or not, all this comes part of security. safety, security, stability. And there's no other product in the world which is insurance, which gives a whole gamut of all those things, a short term, a long term, for any member of the family or for yourself. So think about MDRT. Let's meet in Vietnam for sure. कि हम वियतनाम में सब मिलेंगे. Then the Malta comes in, then Sydney comes in. It gives us confidence because what is life? जैसे मैं सबको बोलता हूँ कि why go to Switzerland? I can go to Kashmir. It is very nice. I can be anywhere. So some people tell me, sir, my house is like my Switzerland, sir. I say, very nice. Everybody's house is better than Switzerland. Why Switzerland? My house has to be the best place I live in. But why go to places? Because life is experiences. What is life? It is combination of experiences. Anybody who has had good experience in life will find life very nice. There will be good times and bad times both. There is nobody who can have all good times. Not even Mukesh Ambani can have good times. Right? Whatever money he has. Elon Musk, he has every day a bad time, but one day he has a good time. I think 29 days he has bad times, one day. Zuckerberg or anybody you see. Right? Mr. Adani or anyone, the richest of people, the most learned of people, person. But one thing they have a lot of good experiences. So they'll see life very differently. So anybody sitting in the room who is happy with whatever they have. We might not be the richest people in the world. You might be, I'm not. But I'm very happy because I have had good experiences in life. So going to Switzerland is an experience. So you remember I went there. This was such a nice thing. So life is good. So when bad time comes, you know good times will come. Because you have had good experiences. So all these trips, all these get-togethers you have with your family, your friends, with your classmates, your schoolmates, makes our experience in life very good. And that makes us a good individual or a good profession, and we see life in a very different way. So all these trips, please join us, because AFLI family, we want, as a AFLI family and an agency, we want you to be part of these experiences. I'm not saying all. If you can be part of all, great, we'll love it. But one of these trips, we are going to Sri Lanka. Anybody here going to Sri Lanka next month? Sir is going. So sir was with us in Baku also. So it is a very different experience that we'll be in Sri Lanka next month. Then we are going to, like we said, Vietnam in January after the MDRT ends. Then it is Switzerland. It is just an experience. Anybody can take out 3 days in life. 3 दिन आप या 4 दिन आप इतना टाइम तो 3 महीने में या 6 महीने में निकाल सकते हो. But I can promise you, if you want to come with family, somewhere we do, somewhere we don't allow, we will start doing it more. But as an AFLI family, you will feel good about it, and from experiences of other people. उनके struggles आप देखोगे, and how they have achieved it, you will really appreciate. So I would request you, please give this 1 hour or 2 hour of insurance thought. आप अपने busy schedule से talk to 2 people. If you can meet 2 more people, trust me, we all will be in Vietnam having a different get together, wherein celebration is the key, not this long lecture on why insurance and what do we need to do. You all know it more than me. You are in the market, you meet people, and you take those rejections every day. So I thank you. Again, thank you for coming here, listening to me so patiently, and not sleeping off. And of course, it's lunchtime also. So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing us as your partner. And I can promise you, whatever you have thought and joined as insurance as a profession, we'll be there to honor. So thank you. Let's meet in Vietnam and be a MDRT qualified. It's a great thing to be. Thank you so much. Thank you.
At Ageas Federal Life Insurance, the heart of our growth story is you. our agency channel. Each policy, each client, each dream fulfilled has been powered by your dedication and resilience. Over the years, our agency channel has consistently proven its strength. Together, we've built trust with millions of customers, expanded our presence across India, and delivered growth that has placed Ageas Federal among the fastest rising players in the industry. The last financial year saw remarkable achievements. Our advisors and leaders stood tall, delivering performance despite challenges, showcasing the true spirit of Ageas Federal. With change comes new energy, new vision, and new opportunities. Today, we are proud to be guided by leaders who bring global expertise and a strong focus on growth. Introducing our CEO, Mr. Jude Gomes. And our Chief Distribution Officer, Mr. Atul Srivastava. Together, they are shaping a bold future for Ageas Federal Life Insurance, a future where our agency channel will be the engine of growth. This year, we are witnessing a transformation. The numbers are moving upwards, our agency channel is gaining momentum, and our focus is sharper than ever before. Compared to FY 2025, our agency business has grown significantly, reinforcing its place as a cornerstone of our success. Our biggest strength is our people, the success advisors who go the extra mile for their clients, the agency leaders who build high-performing teams, and the unwavering support of our branch heads, regional heads, and zonal heads. Together, you form the pillars of our success. Every milestone we celebrate is a reflection of your determination, teamwork, and belief in the mission of Ageas Federal Life Insurance. As we look ahead, our mission is clear. By FY 2026, we are determined to achieve 500 MDRTs, 15,000 advisors, 200 crores of APE, annual premium equivalent. This is more than a goal. It is a movement to transform the future of our agency channel and set new benchmarks for success. And beyond 2026, we dream big. Together, we will achieve our mission 3 in 3, tripling our business in the next 3 years and taking our agency channel to a landmark 1,000 crores. The journey has just begun, and the future belongs to us. One team, one goal, one vision. It's time to believe in yourself. Achieve the 1,000 crores milestone. United, we achieve. Together, we succeed. Ageas Federal Life Insurance.
Thank you. Now I invite Bansali sir to please come on to the dais. Please, sir. Madam, please join us. Raghavendra sir, please. Dr. Raman sir, please come on to the dais. Shobha madam, please come on to the dais. Nisha madam, please come on to the dais. Chetan sir, please come on. Iqbal Singh sir, please. These are the people who are our MDRTs this year. And I would like Amit sir to facilitate them with shawl and
Thank you, sir. So I'm saying everybody is a probable MDRT, but sir have said we will qualify. So just a small round of appreciation, sir, from our side, from the entire team. So I'd like the Bangalore, all the GMs to please come onto the stage. So this is the team, sir, who is there to support you. I know you know them all, but just a small appreciation from our side.
qualifying for the Sri Lanka. Thank you everyone. Thanks a lot for making this event most memorable. Thanks a lot. And the lunch is ready. All can.
At Ageas Federal Life Insurance, the heart of our growth story is you. Our agency channel. Each policy, each client, each dream fulfilled has been powered by your dedication and resilience. Over the years, our agency channel has consistently proven its strength. Together, we've built trust with millions of customers, expanded our presence across India, and delivered growth that has placed Ageas Federal among the fastest rising players in the industry. The last financial year saw remarkable achievements. Our advisors and leaders stood tall, delivering performance despite challenges, showcasing the true spirit of Ageas Federal. With change comes new energy, new vision, and new opportunities. Today, we are proud to be guided by leaders who bring global expertise and a strong focus on growth. Introducing our CEO, Mr. Jude Gomes. And our Chief Distribution Officer, Mr. Atul Srivastava. Together, they are shaping a bold future for Ageas Federal Life Insurance, a future where our agency channel will be the engine of growth. This year, we are witnessing a transformation. The numbers are moving upwards, our agency channel is gaining momentum, and our focus is sharper than ever before. Compared to FY 2025, our agency business has grown significantly, reinforcing its place as a cornerstone of our success. Our biggest strength is our people. The success advisors who go the extra mile for their clients, the agency leaders who build high-performing teams, and the unwavering support of our branch heads, regional heads, and zonal heads. Together, you form the pillars of our success. Every milestone we celebrate is a reflection of your determination, teamwork, and belief in the mission of Ageas Federal Life Insurance. As we look ahead, our mission is clear. By FY 2026, we are determined to achieve 500 MDRTs, 15,000 advisors, 200 crores of APE, annual premium equivalent. This is more than a goal. It is a movement to transform the future of our agency channel and set new benchmarks for success. And beyond 2026, we dream big. Together, we will achieve our mission 3 in 3, tripling our business in the next 3 years and taking our agency channel to a landmark 1,000 crores. The journey has just begun, and the future belongs to us. One team, one goal, one vision. It's time to believe in yourself. Achieve the 1,000 crores milestone. United, we achieve. Together, we succeed. Ageas Federal Life Insurance